by my name, know me in my truth. Trust the sacred flame that burns in me and you. Listen to my song, I'm gentle and I'm strong, with a love I can't contain. Won't you call me by my name? Tell me who you are, let your truth be known. Cast away your fear, for you are not alone. Share your hopes and dreams, together we'll be free to rejoice with all our hearts. Won't you tell me who you are? We come to learn the gifts we each can give. We offer up in turn a better way to live. The stories that we share will show us how to care. You can help me do my part when you tell me who you are. You can fill the world with grace when you call me by my name.
See what happened.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the live in-person and live Zoom worship service of the Universalist Unitarian Church of Riverside. Our opening hymn this morning is number 170, We Are a Gentle, Angry People, from the Gray Hymnal. Feel free to sing as the Spirit moves you. Please stand in body or spirit and join us in singing hymn number 170, We Are a Gentle, Angry People. We are a gentle, angry people, and we are singing for our lives. We are a gentle, angry people, and we are singing for our lives. We are a justice-seeking people, and we are singing for
together, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are gay and straight together, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are a gentle, loving people, and we are singing, singing for our lives. We are a gentle, loving people, and we are singing, singing for our lives.
Thank you for joining us here in person, and thank you for joining us remotely by Zoom, where we will continue live streaming and posting these services on our YouTube channel for our virtual attendees. I'm Ren Mansour, a member of the Worship Committee, and I will be both your worship associate and your sermon presenter today. Other members of the Worship Committee who make this service possible include Adam Wedekeen, who monitors our visual and online connections, and Alec Peck, who is taking over for Kate Lewicki today in charge of our sound system. We welcome you to join us this morning with an open mind and an open heart, and with muted electronic devices, please. Welcome to you, old friends and new. You are an essential part of our service today. Whether today is your first or your 100th Sunday in our midst, we are stronger because you are with us. We are one people of many beliefs, many origins, sexualities, and genders. We are all growing, all learning, all loved. Just as you are welcome here. Before we move into the service, there are a few announcements we would like to share. We will mention several websites, email addresses, and phone numbers. At the end of the service, we will leave up a slide with all of this information, and it is available on our website. Sharing joys and concerns is one of the important rituals in our community. An opportunity to share milestones, losses, achievements, and experiences with one another. On the first Sunday of each month, we will hear from those in the sanctuary and read any joys and concerns which we have received throughout the month. For those of you at home, you can send your joys and concerns throughout the month to uuchurchofriverside@gmail.com. Our next Joys and Concerns will be on June 1st. Our summer yard sale will take place on Friday and Saturday, June 6th and 7th in the Parish Hall. We will be setting up on Thursday, June 5th. Please bring your donations of saleable items in by the end of May. See Kate Lewicki if you are able to volunteer to assist before, during, or after the sale. This is an important fundraising event, and all proceeds will go to the church fund. Thank you for your participation. The Social and Environmental Justice Committee meeting is today in the annex at 11:30 a.m. Correction, it will be here in the sanctuary at 11:30. You can find the Zoom link and more information on the website under Social and Environmental Justice. And I will now invite up Adam Wedekeen, Chair of the Social and Environmental Justice Committee, to tell us about our current project.
Good morning. I'm excited to share with you all that on June 15th, we'll be welcoming Congressman Mark Takano to our pulpit here at UUCR. As a lifelong public servant and proud son of Riverside and our local representative, Congressman Takano will reflect on his priorities during this critical moment in our nation's life and how they connect with our UU values of justice, equity, and love. After the service, instead of our regular June meeting of our Social and Environmental Justice Committee, our committee will host a special forum with the Congress member for deeper conversation and community engagement. And then we will be discussing plans for that at our meeting this morning after the service. So if you'd like to join us for that, join us at 11:30, probably right in the back here. Thank you. Wasn't on the announcements, but this Thursday at 6 o'clock is game night here in the hall. Come join us. We've got a bunch of different games. People bring games. It's just a fun night to hang out and play. So,
Thank you, Adam. Our time together is brief, but it is filled with joy. In that spirit, I invite all of you here to turn to those around you, greet them, welcome them, and share that joy. Turn around and say hello. For those of you on Zoom, you can use the Zoom wave gesture or just wave at your camera. To our new guests, we'd love to chat with you out in the parish hall, where you can also find our visitors book and e-tablet. Please leave your name before you go so that we know you were here, and leave your contact information if you want updates on church events. For those of you online, the best way to get added to our mailing list is to email the church office at admin@uuchurchofriverside.org. And now I invite you to sit back and take a slow, deep breath as we move into the worship hour. You're welcome to read with me our covenant. Yes. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to live in service to humankind and all, life in fellowship. Thus do we covenant. Our sermon today was written by Dr. Margaret Johnston and will be presented by me here. Dr. Margaret Johnston has been a vocal, pun intended, participant in UU churches for the past 5 years. Originally from Chicago, Margaret has continued to move their way westward throughout their graduate studies, but has always found time to return for summer sailboat racing. When not running physics simulations for their research, Margaret spends their time knitting, singing, and discovering new dishes to cook in their beloved Dutch oven. The world has celebrated the 75th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, a document that is much more than a cornerstone of international law. It is a guide to navigate a deeply divided world, a set of values that everyone can live by, and ultimately, a force for good. And yet, we know that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights, represents a promise not yet fulfilled. For LGBTIQ people across the world, and for everyone experiencing the suffocating impact on their lives of diverse layers of inequalities. This year's International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia, and Bi-phobia. This year's theme is a call for unity. Only through solidarity for each other will we create a world without injustice, where no one is left behind. We have two lightings of sacred flames. The first is a remembrance candle for the Indigenous peoples who continue to cry out for justice and self-determination. We remember that underneath us is the unceded land of several Indigenous peoples, including the Cahuilla, the Luiseño, and the Cupeño. We light this sacred flame in their remembrance and in recognition of their ongoing struggle for freedom and dignity. Our second sacred flame is our own chalice, the symbol of our faith. We are blessed with this space and opportunity to strive to live out our common principles, to bring justice, equity, and compassion into our daily lives, to resist all that threatens the earth and her people, and to be part of a world community with peace, liberty, and justice for all. Let these thoughts carry us forth as we journey and worship together. Today's chalice lighting words are "Created in the Image of Love" by Karishma Gottfried. Each of us was created in the image of love. Wherever we come from, wherever we're going, whoever we are, whomever we love, we proclaim with love on our side, our bodies are sacred, our minds are blessed, our spirits are beloved. May we be open to receive more love, always more love. Our hymn now is number 1020, Wo Ya Ya, from the Teal Hymnal. Feel free to sing as the Spirit moves you. Please stand in body or spirit and join us in singing number 1020, Wo Ya Ya. This portion of our service is to support our beloved historical church. This can be accomplished several ways. In addition to the weekly collection, you may send your checks to the church address, which is shown here. You may contribute by PayPal using the QR code, which is shown here, as well as on the church website and in the newsletter. Stater Brothers Market gives our church a rebate on Stater grocery cards, which we will have in church each Sunday. You get the full value, and the church also receives a percentage for free. Please see Dinah Rowe or Robert Brown in the church office if you are interested in purchasing the gift cards. Please donate as the Spirit moves you, by whatever method works best for you. Thank you for your generosity. To those who give of their time and their talent, thank you for your generous care and attention. To all of you who have joined us here today, thank you for the gift of your presence. Will our ushers now please come forward to receive the collection? A tote bag will also be passed around to collect food and hygiene items for our local community. Our next hymn is number 402, From You I Receive, from the Gray Hymnal. Feel free to sing as the Spirit moves you. Please stand in body or spirit and join us in singing hymn number 402, From You I Receive.
From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live.
There we go. Is it working now? All right. Our meditation today is a responsive reading adapted from We Will Answer the Call of Love by Julia Corbett Hemeyer. So I will read the normal font text on the screen, and I ask you all to join me in reading the bolded text. In the face of hate, we answer the call of love. In the face of exclusion, we answer the call of interdependence. In the face of homophobia, we answer the call of queer rights. In the face of racism, we answer the call of justice. In the face of xenophobia, we answer the call of pluralism. In the face of misogyny, we answer the call of women's rights. In the face of demagoguery, we answer the call of reason. In the face of religious intolerance, we answer the call of diversity. In the face of narrow nationalism, we answer the call of global community. In the face of bigotry, we answer the call of open-mindedness. In the face of despair, we answer the call of hope. As Unitarian Universalists, we answer the call of love, now more than ever. Now let us pause for a moment of silence and reflection. Yeah, it'll just take a second. Give us just a minute, some technical difficulties. First, a content warning. I will be discussing frank but not graphic examples of homophobia, transphobia, and biphobia. If we are to continue fighting for justice, we must know where we come from, where we are going, and where along the path we find ourselves now. Progress in social norms does not happen inevitably or passively or by happenstance. Changes in social norms are the result of concerted, consistent, sustained efforts that adapt as the times do. By facing and understanding the real and current oppression, we give ourselves the tools to fight it. These may be upsetting or surprising or frightening to hear. Please take care of yourself If you find yourself in distress or overwhelmed, you may benefit from standing, from closing your eyes or covering your ears, clenching and releasing your fists, taking intentional breaths, or stepping into the parish hall for a moment. And now, let us begin. Every social group of humans, at least all the ones I'm aware of, has a sex-gender system. Every cultural group has been able to identify the sexual dimorphism of our species and develop some understanding of how that dimorphism comes back together to make the next generation. Every social group needs its members to contribute for its survival, and broad gender-based roles are a common way of simplifying the pathway to specialization and training. And to grossly oversimplify these complex, delicate, evolving systems, each new member of the group is assigned upon entry, is examined upon entry, assigned a sex, and taught to perform a gender, and then integrated into the group. Simplistically, a person can accept those labels and teachings, accept the expectations of their society, play within the rules and enjoy the benefits therein, or they can reject them. Homophobia, transphobia, and biphobia are ways of punishing certain types of nonconformity or the rejection of those assigned labels. Homophobia, transphobia, and biphobia are weapons used to reassert control over people, to deny them autonomy, to discount their search for truth, to suppress their individuality and the overall variety and diversity of the group in the name of a simpler view of the world, an easier story to understand, a more convenient power structure. May 17th, yesterday, was the International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia, and Biphobia. In the words of the United Nations, this day marks a celebration of sexual and gender diversity. It is an opportunity to welcome progress and draw attention to violence and discrimination experienced by people based on sexual orientation and gender identity. It is a time to recognize that people in over 130 countries are working to advance the rights of people with diverse sexual orientations, gender identities or expressions, and sex characteristics. Sadly, systemic discrimination and the threat or direct experience of violence remain a harsh reality for many throughout the world. This violence is undermining the realization of their human rights, including the right to development, with LGBT individuals facing heightened risks of being arbitrarily killed, including through state-sanctioned arbitrary executions in some countries. Particularly concerning is the proliferation of laws and policies that restrict fundamental freedoms of expression, peaceful assembly and association, often accompanied by hostile rhetoric arising from intolerance and bigotry. restrictions on public expression of identity, especially in a context of shrinking civil society space, contribute to an environment in which violence and discrimination occur with impunity. This is compounded by ongoing criminalization of consensual same-sex conduct in more than 60 UN member states. Individuals who are socially and economically marginalized, including on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity, are more likely to experience specific vulnerabilities that come from homelessness, risks of poverty, risks of exposure to pollution, environmental degradation, climate impacts and toxics, and related structural impacts. It is urgently relevant. All of our freedoms are bound up in each other. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Restrictions on gender-specific medical care for trans folks doesn't just stop at trans folks and magically impact nobody else. The Lavender Scare during the Cold War, hand in hand with the Red Scare, where gay and lesbian workers throughout the federal government were hunted down, rooted out, and humiliated. That discriminatory power doesn't suddenly stop after its most vulnerable target has been attacked. The people and systems that enact that discrimination build momentum slowly. They will in turn lose momentum slowly. And time and again, the people who wield discriminatory power don't care how many other marginalized identities get crushed in the pursuit of one particular oppression. Policies to exclude trans people from participation in sport come along with the threat of enforcement, the requirement that young people perform their gender to the satisfaction of an unknown arbiter with mysterious and ever-changing standards, forced to do that over and over. Everyone, cisgender and transgender, will be subjected to positively proving something that is by construction nebulous, socially negotiated, and evolving. What an easy situation to weaponize for exclusion, humiliation, and cruelty. Those same barriers to trans-specific care make accessing and receiving proper, timely medical care more difficult for everyone. Those hostile, distrustful, suspicious work cultures are more invasive for everyone. They grind away privacy for everyone. They are more stressful for everyone. When gay men and lesbians can just have regular jobs and participate in society, everyone benefits from the improved working conditions. Everyone benefits from the opportunity to intermingle work and life at their own pace, on their own terms. When trans kids can access and receive age-appropriate medical interventions, the accessibility and preparedness of the healthcare system is better for everyone. When trans kids can participate in age and skill-appropriate sports, the respect for all athletes is better. The competition is more fair and with less arbitrary discrimination to distract from the well-documented social, physical, and mental health benefits of sport. Those benefits improve for everyone. When the natural diversity and variety of our physical bodies is accepted without the control-obsessed compulsion to put us into certain approved, rigorously enforced categories, we are better able to accept people as they are in all the other ways that we can be. We can focus our attention not on identification and suppression of perceived non-conformity, but instead on enjoying the rich diversity we embody and the glorious joy and awe that come out of celebrating that variety. Life is interdependence. We need each other. We all make it together, or we all fail on our own. Anyone who says differently is selling something. The lie sold by queer phobia, in my understanding, is an extension of the oppressive might makes right paradigm of human interaction. Conform to my expectations, conform to my requirements, and you will be spared punishment and isolation. Wear the right clothes, and people will treat you with respect. Prioritize the officially sanctioned relationship, and you will benefit from legal protections, financial incentives, and privileged treatment. Enforce these rules, and you will not be the target of our ire. Learn to be the bully, or you will be the victim. The framework of queer liberation takes a different perspective. Our shared human heritage is one of diversity, of variety, of complementary differences. Gender presentation, sexuality, relationships, these are fundamental domains for our social species. These things always have been expressed in a variety of ways. These things always will be expressed in a variety of ways. The promise of queer liberation is this: you, as you are right and good and normal. You don't have to change anything you don't mind. There is no singular standard you must contort and submit to. How you want to dress, the name you want to go by, the people you are attracted to, the relationships that are most important to you, the people you wish to call family. In all of these things, there is a broad and beautiful plethora of possibilities. You are good as you are now. You are fully deserving of dignity now. You should be the one to determine what parts of you are shared and with whom and on what timeline. Nobody should force that from you. You are the expert of you. And all this will continue to be true if you change your mind about what you want or who you are. If you want to have a different name and wear different clothes and prioritize different relationships, that would be all right. On this day against homophobia, transphobia, and biphobia, I have a question for you. Between the control and certainty of queer phobia and the freedom and uncertainty of queer liberation, which way of being sounds more affirming, more true? Which paradigm do you want to embody? If we believe, like our welcoming congregation sign claims, that queerness is just another way of being, perfectly fine and normal and good as any other, then we have to act like it. We must be attentive gardeners of our community and ourselves, looking to gently remove weeds that will choke out the plants that we do want to cultivate. When we hear something homophobic or transphobic or fatphobic or any other kind of bigotry or hate in our spaces, we have to say something about it. We have to challenge it. That is our responsibility to each other, to treat each one of us with dignity and respect, regardless of what someone looks like, regardless of their relationships, regardless of how they are presenting. I mentioned at the beginning that social change happens slowly and with consistent, concerted effort. The anti-trans movement in this country, for example, has risen to its screeching cacophony today, not on a sudden sprint, but on a decades-long push to, step by step, restrict the freedoms of a vulnerable population. It started before now, in the 90s, when HIV and AIDS were racking gay communities around the country, and the president of our nation denied and delayed and dismissed that pandemic. And it has roots in anti-gay sentiment during the Cold War, and further roots in the racist sentiments of the Civil Rights era, and on, oppressions feeding off one another, learning and adapting and popping up in new places. Change is not sudden. It requires effort to enact. Justice moves slowly, but we can move it. Injustice, too, never yields willingly. It requires effort to fight. On this International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia, and Bi-phobia, are you ready to fight? Are you ready to learn what a better world looks like? Are you ready to make it happen? May we be so blessed to see the time when the efforts of today are no longer needed. May we be so blessed to be the people who bring it closer to reality. May we be so blessed to do it together. Amen and blessed be. Our closing hymn is "The Joy That I Have" by Shirley Cesar. The lyrics will be projected on the screen. Feel free to sing as the Spirit moves you. Please stand in body or spirit and join us in singing "The Joy That I Have."
This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it the world can't take it away. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This strength that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This pride that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This pride that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This pride that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This hope that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This hope that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This hope that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it, the world can't take it away.
Our benediction today is Nudging Us Toward Life by Lee Kinvey. 30 years ago, the pink triangle button pinned on my jacket identified me as queer. My t-shirts said, "Silence equals death," and "No on 9." An evangelical right-wing group had gotten an initiative on the ballot proposing to amend the Oregon Constitution to ban LGBTIQ+ civil rights protections and to label us as abnormal, wrong, unnatural, and perverse. One day, as I pulled into a gas station where I wasn't sure I was safe being out, I found myself taking my pink triangle button off my jacket. Although nothing about how I looked didn't signal dyke, after I drove away, I was flooded with a sense of regret. This was not how I wanted to be. I believed with all my heart that persistent, obvious queer presence would save us, and I had betrayed my heart. I couldn't shake the feeling, and soon I sewed pink triangle patches onto my jackets and clothes. Invisibility equals silence. Silence equals death. Decades later, I figured out that I'm trans non-binary. Embracing this has brought tremendous joy and energy and has deepened my authenticity with the world. Using they, them, their pronouns reminds me of that pink triangle patch. Every day I face the question, do I assert, request, correct, here, now, each time I'm able to answer yes, I experience a tiny sense of nudging us toward life. Now, one of our political parties is busy pushing waves of bills targeting and oppressing trans and non-binary people and their families through legislatures across the country. The stakes are high all around. As Jewish author and activist Emma Lazarus taught us back in 1883, until we are all free, none of us are free. Namaste, amen, and blessed be. We thank Margaret for writing this wonderful sermon for us today. It was sincerely appreciated, and we look forward to hearing from them again. We will now have 10 to 15 minutes for discussion following the service for those who wish to share their thoughts and observations on today's topic. Please be aware this will be included on the video that is posted. For the rest of you, you are now welcome to adjourn into the parish hall. Would anyone like to come up to that other microphone and share their thoughts? If there's anyone online who would like to, you may raise your hand or make a comment in the chat.
My name is Tim, and I'd like to know if I'm over. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay, I respectfully requested to do some rocking for next week. I asked Grace, and she said, well, you know what you have to do, so I'm doing it. Thank you. I hope you like it when I do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tim.
Hello everyone, my name is Kiara Sellis, and this is my first time here at, what is the name of the church again?
The UU Church of Riverside.
The Universalist Church of Riverside, and I would like to share my own experience and the ways that I attempt to resist oppression every day as an educator. I am a substitute teacher, and oftentimes a big part of my day is trying to combat the oppressive things that I hear from my students every day. I hear racist things, I hear misogynistic things, I hear homophobic, transphobic things from my students every day. And these things are very harmful. And I do my best every day to try and combat the harmful things that these students say. And I know I try to put myself in their shoes and remember that these students are just regurgitating these hateful ideologies that they've learned from their parents, the internet, or other sources. So I just wanted to share that every day I do my best to resist these small but very significant parts of oppression that start from childhood. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Kiara, and thank you for joining us here today. It seems like we have some more people, Tim. Okay. But thank you.
Yeah, just really quick. First of all, if Margaret watches this later, I'd like to thank them. That was a really awesome sermon. And thanks for doing everything up here this morning, Marin. That was great. I just wanted to remind folks again, I've said it a couple times, responding to the anti-trans movement course that Transforming Hearts Collective has put together is a really, really good course. I really recommend folks to take a look at it. Again, you can get the link is on our website, uuchurchofriverside.org/justice. But for those of you who are not really familiar with a lot of the things, and you're hearing a lot of stuff coming from a lot of different places and don't understand, there's a lot of questions you've got, it's a really great course to answer a lot of those questions. So I just really recommend folks check that out. But thanks again for doing all the service. It was great.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, Adam.
Hello, I'm Walt Russell. I'm wearing this not because I'm ill, it's because I forgot my fake fang. So I thought, what would be more disquieting, the lack of a tooth or this? Anyway, I wanted to say that was a really, really wonderful talk. And a lot of times I have contrary things to add and silly stuff, but this was really quite good. But why not add a little mirth? When my wife left me, I kept saying to her, of course I'm perfect, I bought you the house that you picked out, paid cash, there's no mortgage. She went off and she is now a lesbian, and she's 2 blocks away from West Hollywood in, as it's put by Johnny Carson, beautiful downtown, well, beautiful Burbank, not downtown. And she's far happier, I think, than she was with me, despite she's a very good person, but I wish her well and hope that she thrives. And she said when she goes on dates in that area, nobody bats an eye. That sounds great to me. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Walt. Alec?
Yes, once again, thank you to Margaret and thank you, Ren, for not only being the worship associate, but also for reading the service. I wanted to add that not to underestimate the power of those little conversations that you have with people, even if and you don't have to, and in that little conversation, you don't have to completely change their worldview or anything like that, because when I look back at what has really changed my opinions, in that moment, I didn't realize that I was having a conversation that I would remember for years later and would really resonate with me. So don't underestimate those little interactions and just being kind with people and talking with them.
Thank you, Alec. Bill, would you like to come up and share something?
Now, it's always dangerous when a talker like me falls in love with the sound of his own voice. It can be rough. But there's a couple of tricks lately that I kind of like. In the afterworld, if you believe in an afterworld, I've begun the attitude that says, if you want to hold this person inside of a dark, hot, burning afterlife, if God doesn't care, you have to clamp onto them and jump into the fire. And since God may have something better to do at the time, you get to burn just as bad as they do. So if somebody is using the idea of the trans idea is considered wrong by God Almighty, well then just sit there and say, okay, then burn alongside of the other person until you finally realize you've got better things to do than to sit there and inflict the same pain that you'll be feeling yourself. Now, an extension of that in this world is to follow the money. loudly and aggressively not only follow the money, but insist on the money. If you damage me and my civil rights, and I'm taken out of true on those civil rights, and not living the same life that somebody else who wasn't trans had, I want the money. I want you to, if you hurt me here, I want the money. And if you hurt me twice, I want the money. And if two of you hurt me, I want the money. Much like shared hellfire, the idea of actually having to recompense all the people you want to wrong personally is going to shut you up a bit, I think. And if we can't have a world that's nice, if we can't have a world where people are walking into being the kind of people that they would like to be, including the plumbing changes, then maybe we can have one that they'll listen to maybe to the sound of the money going out of their pockets. And if we can't have the right thing because of decency, of good behavior, which is the optimum, maybe we can get to the point where it's like we don't wrong each other because it's too dang expensive. One way or the other, we stumble towards the light.
Thank you, Bill. Is there anyone online who would like to share their thoughts? Is there anyone else in the sanctuary who would like to come up and share their thoughts? Bill? Sorry, not Bill, Tim.
You know, am I on? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Last week I said, they said, thanks for Tim sharing this with us, to how to tell kids get off of booze and drugs. I've been down the road, and you say, we get all of our information predominantly from two sources: books and experiences. They forgot to say communications. And I've been out down the road of drugs and alcohol. It doesn't work. It's caused me a lot of grief, and I'm telling kids out there not to do it. Yeah, I've been educated, and I want to say this. I've been educated in communications, and I've heard a professor say, okay, it might have been bad communication, but it was still communication. It was better, let me say it's choice. It might have been bad choice, but it was still a choice, and it's good. And I had something else to say, but I forgot. I want to say, first, there's the message. The message! Delivery of the message! She comes up and here says, okay, we have to do sexuality. Let me see you, I'm going to say you! What am I saying? Is that all right? Thank you!
Is it working? Testing. Good. I think what's going on with homo and queer phobia in general is an example of denial of agency, which is a fundamental principle of our country, our culture, where you have the right to determine what you want to do and what you want to be. And And unfortunately for a population, they become the litmus test for those who would like to dominate all of us.
Thank you, Ralph.
I think a little more levity might be in order. I happen to have metastasized prostate cancer, and the way that is treated is testosterone is suppressed. The side effect of that is that with breast enlargement. So my view is I will either become as large as Dolly Parton, therefore I'd like to go to see her and perhaps have a sing-along contest, although I really can't sing, or I'll become a sumo wrestler. One or the other. Thank you. And they are getting bigger. And I kind of like that. I look in the mirror and I go, look at that. I've got some breast. I don't have to chase after it anymore. I have it right here. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Walt. Is there anyone else here who would like to share their thoughts, comments? If there are no further comments, thank you for everyone who shared their thoughts. And now, please join us in the parish hall for further fellowship.